Alright, we're back on a Monday here, watching the markets fall and crash. So, I've been trying to work a lot on my strategy. I was messing with oscillators and some other crap to try and have a different metric to watch when I enter trades. But the oscillators didn't seem to work out too well for me, at least just through testing, and I just don't like indicators. I like to stick to price action as much as I can. I'm still kind of playing with the volume. So I have the volume profile that I'm kind of testing. Still not sure how that's gonna work out or anything, but yeah, so I'm still sticking with my good old support resistance zones, and try to play with the trend. So obviously we're in a downtrend. I have a short setup here, and I've gotten a little more precise with my stop losses and risk to reward and everything. My stop loss, I know I was having issues before with it getting stopped out, so then I went to max stop based on my leverage, and that seemed to be doing me too big of losses. So I don't know, I'm trying to stick somewhere in the middle now. I may still stick with max stop losses, but just have a better eye on my trades. And I've kind of added a rule to my system that if I have a candle that closes above or below my zone that I'm trading at, then I'll look to close that position before it has a chance to hit my stop loss. So I think that may help reduce my risk a little bit. But yeah, one other key I'm gonna add to my system here, I think too, is I'm gonna stick to 1 hour charts, and I'll probably pay more attention to the trend rather than just the daily direction. Be nice if I could get both those in tandem, but I think the long-term trend is gonna play out much more in my favor. What else? So I'm gonna stick to a 1.25 risk to reward ratio rather than targeting the next zone. And while that seems more logical to profit target the next zone, I've just been having some bad luck. I don't know if it's bad luck or just whatever, but my targets haven't been being struck as much as I'd like them to. Obviously I had a bunch of losses recently, so I think if I stick to standard 1.2.5, usually that's probably going to be below or less than the profit would be if I targeted the next zone, but at least I probably have a higher win rate at least. And in back testing that seems to be the case, so I'm going to stick to 1.2.5 for now. And yeah, I think that's probably it for some updates I made to my trading system. So on to some analysis for today. We're having some deep plunges across all the markets, and I'm thinking with Bitcoin here. So we have this trend that's kind of been carried through for a few months now. And in my past videos, I had a triangle formation here, and it finally broke out of it. So I was interested in seeing when this price comes back to retest this zone, this trend zone, if it will bounce off of it. Because if we take that and conflate it with the fact that we're about to hit, 40,000, a psychological level, we have this zone's okay. I don't think it's the clear zone, so maybe there's more of a zone down here, just below 40k, that it might bounce off of. It's possible, or it could certainly plunge down to this zone as well. So we do have a bit of a gap here. Maybe I'll so it's not very precise, but I think somewhere in this zone where these levels conflate, with this trend, this psychological $40,000 level, and this support here is pretty strong. I think that's where we're going to see a reversal if we do see one. Because if we zoom out, obviously we're still in a larger downtrend, making lower highs. In the near term, we're starting to record lower lows, higher highs. Or higher lows, higher highs. So something to watch for certainly, but yeah, I think this is the big zone of interest we should be watching. One of my watches, videos already getting kind of long. Ethereum, I've been scalping Ethereum and been liking it. I need to still work on my strategy, I think, a little bit, but I'm pleased with how it's going. But that's the other main thing I've been wanting to look for in my trading system. I don't want to do so much reversal trading as I have been. I'd love to look mostly for break and retests like here, and like a recent break and retest, because you can pretty much define anything as break and retest. Like, oh, it broke this zone and it came back and retested here. No, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for like immediate break and retest on the 1 hour. Let me see if I can find a good example. And with the trend, of course, like I mentioned earlier. So I broke this zone. I would have put a short at this zone, but obviously didn't come and get it. That's a good example. All right, right here. So form this zone here, and it broke it. So I would have put a short right at the bottom of this zone. I would have hit it, and then I would have shorted into profits. So that's like the golden standard, not standard, the golden example of a trade I want to make break and retest. So with that in mind, yeah, Ethereum, put a trade at this zone here. Hopefully it comes and hits it. Same thing with Mana here. I have this trade set up already. Engine, same thing. I don't know if I'll actually take that trade. Link, I did put this order in. Just barely missed entry for now. We'll see if it comes back up and hits it, but yeah. So that's it for crypto. Hopefully this trading strategy, this new system I've been developing over the past few weeks will hold. I've been back testing it on a lot of Forex pairs. I haven't done it so much on crypto, but on Forex it seems to be pretty solid. Speaking of, let's take a quick look. Forex. So JPY is just going up, up, up on every pair it has. So it's just a long machine. So I've been hoping it comes back and retests this zone that it broke here and enter a long. Same thing with Australian JPY. Like to see it come and retest the zone here. Like I said, it broke this resistance zone. Now it's coming back, or it should come back and retest it as support. That's where I want to long. And Facebook was doing pretty well, but like rest of stocks, it's kind of been down past few days. So anyway, this is a long one, but I think it was good to kind of outline the adjustments I'm making to my system and the new rules I have implemented, and hopefully that will yield better results for me. So anyway, that's it for today. Leave it there.